We continue to bring you the political developments in our neighboring country, that is Zambia. The Electoral Commission of that country, today on the 14th of August, releasing a very controversial press briefing that they have decided to halt the counting of the elections for 24 hours and saying they are going to review their decisions up to, after 24 hours. Already, the people of Zambia have been actually crying about controversies surrounding these elections, such as some officials deciding to tamper around with electoral materials, and also this sparing some members of Zambian societies to actually wage a war with these electoral officials, and their accusations that they have been also counting wrongly the results. Already the opposition leader of that country has declared himself as, and the mind-boggling question is this announcement of the Electoral Commission of Zambia an ideal announcement, taking into consideration the current development in our neighboring country? Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So according to this announcement, it says suspension of counting and announcement of election results. The Electoral Commission of Zambia has noted with concern reports of violence during the counting and announcement of results in some districts. The violence is targeted at poll staff and in some instances has resulted in the theft of marked ballot papers in ballot boxes. In view of the security situation and continued threat of violence, the Commission has, with immediate effect, suspended the counting and announcements of results throughout the country in accordance with Section 67(3) of the Electoral Process Act number 35 of 2016. The Commission will review the suspension within 24 hours. Mangwala Zalomis, that is the senior counsel who was the former lawyer of Hakainde Hichilema, deciding to make these drastic measures. What is the potential danger of doing so? In my view, already the leader of the opposition has recorded a video claiming that he has won the elections based on the numbers they received from all polling stations. Remember, they have also polling officers as the opposition political party that mans the counting, and as such, these polling officers actually can easily transmit the results of the election as soon as the counting process is done. So the risk of the Electoral Commission of Zambia delaying announcing the results, this is the risk that the opposition will announce the results. And earlier on, I have been actually pronouncing these results as posted on social media, obviously with evidence of the outcome of the elections. So this is very, very unfortunate. I don't think the laws of the land allows the Electoral Commission of Zambia to actually take this step to halt the counting of elections. This is bound to cause pandemonium in the country, and this is bound also to disturb national peace. So it's not a good actually decision, in my view, for the Electoral Commission to suspend the counting. I would have understood if they had decided to increase the security officers in the centers, voting centers. It would have made sense not to stop the counting of elections. That on its own may result in serious consequences. So we hope that would be resolved by the Electoral Commission of Zambia. I've been worried with their quietness. You see, their quietness of I was just even checking whether they had posted something, and this statement is not even posted on their social media page. The statement that was issued that they have decided to halt counting of elections, citing violence. I don't think that. And let me just go to both leaders of Zambia. The latest statement at the moment of Hakainde Hichilema 3 hours ago, saying we continue to receive encouraging results alongside reports of peace, unity, and solidarity across our country. There is much to be grateful for. Let us remain peaceful, patient, and patriotic as we wait for the official outcome from those entrusted with managing the vote. So you can tell, and all Brian Mundubile, that is the main rival of Hakainde Hichilema, announcing that according to results received and compiled through our PVC across the country, our tabulation indicates that we have won this election, both at presidential level and majority seats in parliament. That was Brian Mudumbe, and that is Dingina Jona Buyoya, saying ECZ has suspended. Is simply announcing this action by the ECZ of Zambia, and that doesn't actually augur well. I think an electoral commission should not act in such a manner. I can attest to you already this is actually raising eyebrows. A lot of people, the world is now focused on Zambia to actually find out what exactly is happening. Why did the Electoral Commission stop the counting? Why not intensify security to stop violence, but continue with counting and release election results as soon as possible? You know, in some of the countries, even BBC saying Zambia's Electoral Commission has suspended the counting of votes from Thursday's presidential and parliamentary election over alleged attacks on polling staff. Now, they should have increased security, because at the end of the day, and the videos that we are seeing, people are really angry because of the behavior of the officials in terms of conducting these electoral processes. So Zambia trending, but this time around, not for the good of Zambia. This is actually a bad PR for Zambia. At the moment, we understand the electoral management body of that country taking a decision to suspend election counting. And guess what? The opposition leader, that is Motubile, making an announcement that based on our tabulation of the results that were collected from all polling stations, we have won both presidential as well as parliamentary elections. Whilst the leader of Zambia, that is Hakainde Hichilema, saying they have received encouraging results and urging the citizens to be patient and wait for the final results. So you can tell they are actually contradictory statements from the two leaders. All of them, they are in essence claiming victory. Hakainde Hichilema says they have received, it can't be encouraging results if he has not won the elections. And the leader of the opposition, Brian Bile, making an announcement that we have won the elections. If this man won the elections, historically, he would be one of the few men on the African continent that are not even popular on social media. The last time I checked his X account, I was even thinking it's not a real account. It's not even verified. That's the first thing. And the other thing, this account is just less than 3,000 followers, about 2,630 followers compared, but in terms of numbers, of content that is posted on that account, the man is washed. And the man is giving a headache, to Hakainde Hichilema at the moment in terms of performance. So it's really worrying news that Zambia has decided to hold results. It's really concerning. I hope this could be reviewed as soon as possible. And I think this is opening also a room for the opposition now to go to court to force the Electoral Commission to release results as soon as possible. So a lot of people was, I think from the look of things, if you see an African leader, because this could not have been done if, in fact, let me just read according to PPC, how they actually they have made a story about what is currently transpiring in Zambia. It is breaking. This is breaking the internet. They say Zambia's Electoral Commission has suspended the counting of votes from Thursday's presidential, parliamentary, and local elections over alleged attacks on polling staff. The authority said the process would be halted nationwide with immediate effect as it expressed concerns over reports of violence that had resulted in the theft of marked ballot papers in ballot boxes. President Hakainde Hichilema is seeking a second 5-year term. Brian Mundubile is the main opposition candidate among 13 challengers. The Electoral Commission has previously set itself the target of announcing the results by the end of Sunday. Counting got underway immediately after polls closed on Thursday, but no official results had been declared when the halt in the count came into effect. In Friday's statement, the Commission said it would review the decision to suspend vote counting within the next 24 hours. Just before the Commission statement, Mundubile expressed grave concern over delays in the announcement of presidential results, warning that the delay could create opportunities for interference or manipulation. He cited that what he described as deeply troubling reports from several areas, including alleged military involvement at totaling centers and allegations concerning the movement of ballot boxes. He called for the immediate publication of results polling stations by polling station, protection of the chain of custody, and investigations into the reported incidents. Hichilema also issued a statement urging Zambians to remain peaceful, patient, and patriotic as we wait for the official outcome from those entrusted with managing the vote. The day was largely peaceful, with queues reported in many areas and only isolated delays, along with electing a president and MPs. The more than 8 million registered voters that had chance to choose a new parliament and local councils. Thursday's vote was seen as a test of Zambia's reputation as one of Africa's most stable democracies, amid concerns that political freedom are being undermined. Despite 14 candidates being on the presidential ballot paper, the contest was largely seen as a two-horse race between incumbent and his main challenger, Mundubile, running on the banner of the National Reconciliation Party for Unity and Prosperity. Hichilema is credited with steering Zambia through a difficult economic climate, but his popularity was dented as many said their circumstances have not improved. Mundubile hoped to capitalize on that dissatisfaction. Mundubile is a former minister in the Patriotic Front PF government that ruled from 2011 to 2021, with his alliance drawing support from backers of the late former president Edgar Lungu. Lungu died more than a year ago, and his body remains unburied in South Africa amid a bitter dispute between Lungu's family and Hichilema, which has heightened political divisions in Zimbabwe. Hichilema, 64, won the 2021 elections on his sixth attempt and is betting on job creation and an ambitious infrastructure drive to secure a second and final term. The election was seen as a referendum on his economic record, which has boosted debt restructuring, currency strengthening, and lowering inflation. But his United Party for National Development, UPND government, has also been criticized by Amnesty International for restricting rights and freedoms in the run-up to this election, an accusation that Zambian authorities have yet to comment on. Civil society monitors reported mostly orderly voting alongside some incidents of delays and procedural issues. International observers are present. Muiche Nalupumbwe, 26, was among hundreds who braved Thursday's morning chill to queue at polling stations well before they opened. Zambians are frustrated, and this election is a 50-50. That is why we are all here early to make the change, he told the AFP news agency. I voted for HH because he cares about us. James Piri, a 29-year-old student of the University of Zambia, told the Reuters news agency, using a common nickname for the president, things are better after he reintroduced meal allowance. He said. Samuel Chidendwe, a 47-year-old welder and father of four, said he voted for Mundubile. I have just come from firing someone. We are tired of stories about economic progress, he told Reuters. If no presidential candidate gets more than 50% of the vote, a runoff must be held within 37 days. So this is the news that is coming from Zambia, a worrying development that the Electoral Commission of that particular country, an electoral management body, has decided to postpone much awaited and anticipated counting of the ballots that were casted by the Zambian society, and more people are waiting with anticipation, and the world is now eager to see what will eventually happen. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members, or the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Also take note, yours truly, Hlonipani Ncube, has released an album, a gospel album. I will be posting the link on the comment section. Please just try to listen and then make comments after listening. Wakancubu Mhlabane is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the other side of the live broadcast, definitely, as I give you more. You see, it's that